No idea what I'm going to say.
I'm going to ask you questions. You're going to answer them.
The Evergreen Media Network Studio, powered by Scott Tree Services.
Welcome to the Lori Davis Show, where it's all about the amazing lifestyle on our Treasure Coast. And here's your host and realtor for life, Lori Davis.
Hello, and welcome to the show. We are so excited that you're with us today. We have one of our favorite guests in town. It's something I do just quarterly, just to give you guys an update. Though it is a show about lifestyle. I say, buying and selling. Vero Beach is not about condos and homes. It's about lifestyle. So we like to talk about what's going on around town, but we do sometimes have to talk about real estate. So today we have a specialist here in the real estate field to share with you. It is a wonderful weather out. Roads are less congested. Cindy?
Yes.
Restaurants are easier to get into,
yes.
Don't you think?
Yes. Let me put myself on. Yes. I'm liking it.
I know. You getting anything done outside around the house?
But you know what? I want to be the boring one, but that is what I did all last weekend.
I know you.
So this weekend,
and the weather was gorgeous.
Phenomenal. And this weekend, it'll be the air show.
The air show is coming up.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about what's going on around town. The weather's still great, so I say get outside and do something outside. Eventually, it's going to come up, and it's going to be probably sometime in May, and it's going to get really hot, so it's going to feel a little more oppressive out there. But Friday night is the art gallery stroll in historic downtown Vero Beach. We all love that. It starts at 5 p.m., so just get down there. You can stop into the galleries. Sometimes they have a beverage, maybe a glass of wine, something like that. Lots of new restaurants. A shout out to the Curfew. Looks like they're open for lunch now. I'm seeing a lot more things going on outside on the street. That's exciting. We need that right there. On that part of 14th Avenue. So we love that. Farmers Market at Humiston Park. You got to go on Saturday morning, go get your vegetables. That's for Chef Scott. He accused me of saying something I did not say. But anyway, but you can also get bakeries and juice and all sorts of things. And there's always a guy out there playing music, and he's really good. I mean, if I'm driving down the road, I like go especially slow just to hear these guys play. They're really, really good. And of course, the Vero Beach Air Show is going on. So even for those of you that are going to hear this on Sunday, this is probably right about the time that's going to end at 4 o'clock on Sunday. But it's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday night, all day Saturday, all day Sunday. A family fun event out at the airport. You definitely want to go to VeroAirShow.com. Get yourself some tickets, and they'll tell you where to park. Because you do have to figure out where you got to go. And I was out there today. I'm volunteering on Friday and Saturday, and I was driving on the tarmac today. It was crazy. I mean, we had to get out to the tent and whatever. I have no idea how I'm going to get out there tomorrow or Friday. Anyway, I don't know, but it's great. It's going to be beautiful. And, we've got the Blue Angels and all the other exhibitions. It's wonderful. And then there are going to be some vendors out there. There will be food and beverage, for those that are attending. But it's definitely a great thing to do this weekend. Also, for people like Cindy who live in the flight path, she's just going to be on her roof, so you can wave at her as you go by in McCanish Park. But a lot of people, and Jim Davis, my husband, reminded me that we sat out on a boat one year and watched the Indian River. So it's right there. You would be positioned right around the Barber Bridge and out in a boat, and you'll see a bunch of people out there. You just have to stay out of the ICW because boats are going to going by north and south. But it's a really cool place to go. Or you could sit at Riverside Park or Memorial Park.
Right. And you know what? Riverside Park is the free event. And is it Saturday night starting at 5?
Saturday night, 6 o'clock.
You got to go and see the 6 o'clock. Oh, you got to see the hunky pilots and all that. It's all free.
Everybody's going to be over there. Yeah. And there again, they do food trucks
they do.
for that. Yep. And these guys love meeting people.
Yeah,
you get pictures taken with your kids, stuff like that.
Whatever.
I know. And a lot of eye candy.
That's why we go.
I know. They're just amazing men. We were talking about that last week. Friends of St. Sebastian River Paddle Fest. I've not done this, but I want to do it. So it's the one time a year. It's Saturday from 9 to 2. And it's right there off Rosen Road, and they do the South Fork of the Sebastian River. Now, you can bring your kayak, bring a paddleboard, bring whatever, but they also have free kayaks. If you want to try a kayak out, there's a kayak company there that'll provide you one. I thought that was kind of cool.
So it's Roseland Road?
Roseland Road,
Okay,
yeah, where you
okay.
get to the river. So it'll be where you get to, I think it's a park, Sebastian River Park, and then you go inside there. So I thought that'd be something cool, and there wasn't any charge for it. Of course, the weather's going to be great. So that's 9 to 2 on Saturday. We want to welcome our guest today. She is a return guest. We love having her in the house. Whenever we close up in our padded room, we all just take a deep breath and start enjoying our lives. She is a mortgage lender, branch manager with Union Home Loans, formerly Caliber Home Loans, a mother, a wife, and a dear friend. Let's welcome Shannon Pohl.
Thank
you for coming. We love having you.
Thank you.
I love having you in the house.
I love you having me.
No, well, it's exciting. So, okay, we're going to come back to the business side of this. What we've got to do right now is we've got to say thank you to Chef Scott, which is what we do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef Scott Verricchio. We decided that today was a tequila day. This is just their house margarita, which is absolutely fabulous. Shannon, don't you think so?
It's delicious.
It is. I mean, it's their tequila, which is El Jimador. I think I've said it correctly. They use a Natalie's lime juice, which is a fresh lime juice. And it's just shaken, and they put a little salt on the rim. It's fabulous.
It's not too sweet.
I know, that's what I like. And sometimes some of the mixes can be too sour.
Yeah.
Where you got to counterbalance.
No, it's a good balance.
They may have had something else in there, but I didn't get the full recipe. I knew what the tequila was, and I know what their mixer is because I love it.
It's secret recipe.
It's a secret recipe. Go by and see Citrus Grill House. They're at 1050 Easter Lily Lane. They're right there by Humiston Park. We love them. They are open on Monday to Saturday. They're open for lunch and dinner. Right there on the ocean. It's such a beautiful site. Go take your guests. Go have a lunch out there on the ocean. Or, we like to belly up to the bar with Christy and the other guys and gals that work inside. So whether you're inside or outside, it's fabulous. Super fresh food. We're waiting on Peaches to be ready because we do right now it's tomato burrata salad, but then he does a peach burrata salad
with the almonds.
With the almonds, yes, over the arugula.
It's amazing.
I know.
It's probably the first thing I had there, and I will forever be in love.
You'll never forget.
I had that and truffle fries. Chef's kiss.
That's dinner. I know. It's perfect. It's really, really perfect. And Christy and I were talking about it last week and said, she's like, peaches are almost here.
Yeah.
Peaches are almost ready. And that's the thing with citrus, guys, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. If it's not fresh, they're not serving it. And if they're not ready yet, he's not going to serve it. But when you hear about it, you can call up and go, the peach is in yet? But I mean, seriously, it is amazing. So anyway, thank you, Chef Scott, for the beverage. Thanks for everybody over there that does such a great job. Go by and see them. You will not be disappointed. DSRE by the numbers, real quickly, we're at 272 million. Wow. We were at 252 million last year, so 20 million in a week. That's not a bad bit of business. 20% of the market share. Wow. Yeah. Our next closest is at 200 million with 14.7.
Only 200 million.
I know. Just two. Loser. No, I'm just kidding. But the median home price, half of them are higher, half of them are lower. Okay. That's what a median is. The median, I have a cold, so I'm a little stuffy today. Is 426,000,
wow.
Right? And it's down, I know, 11%. And it was, I think it was 365 or something like that. So it's actually not down, it's up. I'm sorry, I'm going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and prices are rising. So when everybody goes, prices are coming down, I know they're coming down, we're having a crash, whatever precipitates a fall like that is not in the economic cards right now in Indian River County. Okay, and you can read a lot about national, and real estate is local. So what's going on here is prices are stable. They've kind of gone sideways. They're still continuing to rise. So if you're interested in buying a house, which is why we have Shannon here, is like, get the mortgage now and then get moving on. Find that product that you like. So Shannon, what we're talking about is that the market is caught in, this is U.S. News and World Report, it's in crossfire, higher prices, elevated mortgage rates, and low inventory of homes for sale, which is the perfect storm, although that has been improving. How do these factors affect your mortgage business?
It's really interesting. We've actually seen quite an uptick recently. Insurance prices there's been more players come into the market, and
Yes.
we've been seeing them come down.
Yes.
I was actually even able to get mine down by, nitpicking the coverage a little bit.
Yeah.
So there's options. And,
Yes.
as much as rates are not as favorable as people would like, the buyer pool is lower right now. So if you find that perfect house and you can afford it right now, I'm telling you, you can refinance in the future, but there's going to be a lot more buyers going after that same house that will precipitate increased prices. So it's just an interesting storm.
Yeah, it is. It is. And that's why there was a saying that said, marry the house, date the rate.
Mm-hmm.
So tell us a little bit about like refinancing. Is there a time frame, a window that you want to do this within, or how does that
Really,
work?
it's a personal thing with your lender. Now, the nice thing about us at Union, my colleague Lucy Cranker and I, we're
Shout
excited.
out to Lucy.
Yeah, we're excited to start this venture. We started Caliber 9 years ago, and we're going to do the same thing with Union.
Right.
We service our loans, so we will be able to keep an eye on where rates are. Some people may benefit from a refi at 0.5%.
Okay.
Some people may want to wait on a whole percent, et cetera, but rates will eventually come down.
Yeah.
We thought maybe it would have happened a year ago,
Yes. Yes.
but eventually it will. As soon as inflation gets tamed, you're going to start seeing it.
That's correct. And one of the things you touched on was for people that are sitting on the sideline, when those rates come down and now all those buyers come back in, you are in a position you should. That's why you want to look at it now if you see what you want, because there's going to be more people looking at that exact same house when these rates go down. And everybody thinks we're just, trying to push them into something
It feels
they
car
don't.
salesman-y, but
It does. It does.
you miss out on that house that you love.
Yes.
That's
It's
the
hard to get
Multiple
get
offers.
past it.
Yeah.
I know. I don't like multiple offer situations. I mean, I love them for my clients. I'm not saying that. But even then for them, it's which one do we take and how do we do it? Of course, that's what I do as a realtor, is manage them through that process. And it's not that difficult. But it just becomes a tense situation there in the beginning. So, but now, let me ask you a question. Okay. People getting a mortgage. What should they do? Like they're going to come work with me. They're going to work with me. I ask them to talk to a mortgage broker. I send them to Shannon Pohl, and I was like, you need to talk to Shannon and get ready. Now, what are they going to do when they call you? What is that call like for you?
It could be 5 minutes.
Okay.
There's a lot of people that think that there's a whole lot that goes into it, but sometimes it can be a very quick conversation, and then we can follow it up afterwards. But just getting your bearings straight. If you're a great income earner, or you are, super confident about your down payment, but your credit stinks, let's get that better so that when it is time, it might even be a month, we can get that credit better.
Yes.
But be prepared, and it doesn't cost anything.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you would give them like a pre-approval letter, because that's whatever they want, proof of funds. So whatever that down payment might be, they want a pre-approval letter.
And I think it's more important now than ever that the lender that you're working with really vets out the income, because, the agencies have gotten very tough. And if you have any sort of variable income, you need somebody who knows what they're doing to look at it, because anybody can shove a piece of paper in your face.
Right.
And send you something shiny with, 6 points on it to get you this sparkly rate.
Right.
But you really need to know that you're working with somebody who, is going to vet it out completely. Because the worst thing that could happen is you get in, you pay for inspections, you pay for appraisal, and oh, by the way, we just looked at your pay stub.
No, I
No,
can't.
that doesn't
it's
sound
not.
fun.
No, and I will say this, and I have worked with other people in Vero Beach, but I've been doing this for 18 years. How long have you been in mortgage now?
22.
22 years. When Shannon and I work together, we go through. We go all the way to the end. Because I know, like she said, what you're doing is preparing them and making sure that we don't get too far down the road without the data that we need. So I think that's really exciting and really important. Now, there are different types of mortgages, all right? Conventional is the one most people know about.
And the limit on that was increased this year to $766,050.
From
Well, just years ago, it was stuck at $417,000 for many years.
Right.
But that's incredible.
That is.
You can do a 3% down mortgage.
That's fantastic.
It's crazy.
I love it. Yeah, for that price point. So that really does, again, bring a lot of buyers into that pool.
It does.
That are able to buy those types of houses. And unfortunately, or fortunately, houses are more expensive in any River County. They're just getting more and more expensive.
But our taxes are incredible.
They are. They are. Some people might, coming from the north, they think like if you're in Indiana, Ohio, Midwest, it looks a little high for them. But our taxes are still
compared
great.
to Florida, we're probably the top 4 of the lowest millage rates.
Is that right?
In the whole state of Florida.
See, I need information like that. Maybe you can share something like that with me, because people do often get a little,
You cross a county line one way or the other, and it can jump up drastically.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I love that. Well, that's good stuff. Because, and that's the thing too, advisor, mortgage, finance. When we talk about real estate, we talk about a real estate advisor. You've got a doctor, you've got a lawyer, you need a mortgage finance person, you need a realtor.
Well, and the best thing is, I've been in this county for so long. I have great friends who are great lenders that do different things than I do.
Yeah.
I'm very happy to refer a client to someone that may be able to do something different than I can, to someone that I trust.
Yes.
It doesn't have to close with me, and I'm okay with that.
I love that. I love that too. Shannon's
we
native
take care of each
Vero
other.
Beach. No, but that's what we have to do, because it's, we are a community and we do all work together. Same thing with realtors. We have to, cooperate. If we don't, that's, the deal doesn't get done, because most of the time there's one on one side and somebody on the other side, and we all have to work together. So we talked about refinancing, because that's just whatever anybody wants. I know Jim is always 1% or...
It just depends. Again, we're seeing people do cash out refinances right now, even though they may have had a lower rate. They've got some consumer debt. They may have a kid in college. They may have to, whatever life brings you.
Yeah.
And doing a cash out refi may be something that keeps things going well for you, and you can afford the cash flow. And again, there's so many different things.
Yeah.
One thing I am quite excited about is we've got a phenomenal second home and investment program. Okay,
I'm going to stop you there, because that's what we're going to talk about. We've got to take a commercial, because I was looking for something juicy to wrap it up with. We pay for this with commercials, so we'll be right back in just a little bit with Shannon Pohl from Union Home Mortgage. We've got a juicy tidbit for you to wrap it up. See you in a minute.
Are you opening a used car lot, pawn shop, a restaurant that will serve beer and wine? In the state of Florida, these and many other industries require a Level 2 live scan background check for clearance to work in your industry. A1A Fingerprints is your certified live scan source from Broward to Brevard. And if you're a medical provider, you need to be registered on the ACA web portal. A1A Fingerprints will help you navigate and comply with the law. Call 772-494-6556 or visit a1afingerprints.com. A1A Fingerprints.
At Sunshine Furniture, our 35,000 square foot showroom is filled with the largest selection of in-stock coastal furniture on the Treasure Coast. Dining and bedroom sets, occasional tables, sofas, sleeper sofas, love seats and chairs, all in the latest styles and colors from Tommy Bahama, Lexington, Hooker, Riverside, Universal, Four Seasons, Braxton Color, and Capri. We're the outdoor furniture experts and have hundreds of styles of any patio furniture you need, including a gallery of Berlin Gardens and Pollywood. We specialize in fire pits, outdoor rugs, umbrellas, and replacement cushions. Right now, we're having a spring sale with lots of great markdowns and discounts on everything you need for your Florida home. Sunshine Furniture, 1295 US 1 in the Publix Plaza, Vero Beach. Family owned and operated since 1991. Don't forget to visit our outlet and sales store directly across the street, filled with lots of name brand closeouts and sale items. Visit our website at sunshinefurniturecasual.com.
Sunshine Furniture.
Big news, Treasure Coast. Your favorite mortgage team just got even better. Introducing the same trusted faces you know and love, now with Union Home Mortgage.
Hi, this is Shannon Pohl.
Hi, this is Lucy Cranker.
And these high-producing team members bring decades of experience, unwavering honesty, and hearts of gold to every home loan. And here's the best part. Same local processing, underwriting, and appraisers you rely on. Contact Union Home Mortgage.
Visit us online at shannoncpohl.com
and lucycranker.com.
That worked out well.
I love it. Well, I hope you were listening to the commercials while we were gone because that was Shannon's commercial for Union Home Loan, her and Lucy Cranker. So definitely don't forget them. But you were just about to tell us a juicy tidbit about something you got going on over there.
Yeah, so I don't know if it's conspiracy. I don't know. But
it's not.
The agencies got real difficult with second homes and investment properties from a price perspective. So they were just tacking on fees and fees and fees. So if you wanted to do a 20% down investment property, they'd charge you 3.5 points.
Oh, no kidding.
Right. So this is agency. This is just widespread. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So we have a new program that we've bypassed. We can still write towards agency guidelines, but not charge those excess fees. So it's been a tremendous boost to me because there are a ton of people that want to own here, that live up north or live out west and have their little piece of sunshine here and without, again, paying 4 points to do so.
Well, now, when you say 3 points, you're talking about 3 points on top of...
On the loan. So
points to close. I know. It's money up front. Exactly.
Yeah, so it's either a higher rate or points.
Right.
But it's certainly been really nice to have this product.
That's fantastic because I will tell you that probably 80% of the people that come down here from out of state...
They don't want to leave.
Well, they don't want to leave, but they are also buying a second home.
Right.
Initially. Right? They're going to find their first place. A lot of times that's Realtor for Life stuff. They find one place, they buy it, they get used to it. And then they're like, okay, we're going to sell up north. Now that we're here, now we know where we want to go. We're going to sell this and buy another one.
And I can't tell you how many of my clients that came down during COVID and bought their home, even with the great rates, they're like, okay, well, we love it, but now we want to find the perfect place.
Absolutely.
So that's happening a lot.
I think that's what 2024 is for me. And for some reason, and I've been saying that, it's so busy and everybody who's making these decisions, there were a lot of COVID purchases. And some people are selling and going back north. You know, they're just like, okay, yeah, I got to go back to work, or I probably need to be closer to my family or something like that. But
or they didn't spend all of July here. If you can hack it, it's great. And I love it. But
I do too.
Swear to goodness, the past April was incredible.
Yes.
The weather was...
I don't remember it being like that. I know. That's amazing. Well, let me ask you a question. So somebody comes down, they're working with me. You've given a pre-approval. Once we sign the contract, how long does it take for you? Because we have a 30-day finance contingency, generally. That's a contract. We can always change that and modify that. How long does it actually take to get from contract to loan commitment for you?
I mean,
I know it depends on if they give you all the information.
Yeah, I mean, if they've got stuff up north, it may take a second longer, but a lot is digital now. So long story short, it can be as quick as the next day.
Really?
It could be the next week, but we're going to make sure that they have their loan commitment very quickly. So a 30-day close is not necessary. Okay. But you know, it gives everybody a little bit of time.
Right. Well, it used to be we only would do 40. If I had a mortgage, I would give you 45. Just to give you time.
To me,
and banks need that more so maybe than you got. You're more nimble.
Maybe, but because I want to get it right up front and get it done. Off your desk.
It's good. Just proceed to close.
It makes everybody happy.
It does.
Close a little early.
It does.
And don't forget, people can still do cash contracts.
Okay.
And still get a mortgage before closing.
That's right.
So a lot of people write deals like that.
Are you still doing that? I know that was something that was very popular. Remember, it's all cash to the seller on closing day. So if you can make your offer in cash, knowing that you pre-qualified by Shannon and that the money and all the financing is fine, then you're good to go. So anyway, thank you, Shannon Pohl, so much. This goes so fast. Thank you guys, everybody, for being here. Be sure and get in touch with Shannon Pohl. It's Shannon C. Pohl.
ShannonCPohl.com.
There you go. And you will find her at Union Home Mortgage. Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here. Be safe. We'll be here next week. Enjoy the air show this weekend, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye, guys.